So when did you start hatching the plan that like maybe you could try stand-up? And I mean, what was your strategy or level of?
Not very much forward thinking at all. So I became a fan of stand-up, and I wasn't really thinking about doing it or anything. It was my senior year of college, and I was just like, all right, in 1 year, I go into the real world. I have no idea what I want to do. What am I going to do? And I remember I took that summer just sort of grasping at straws and actively thinking, like, what am I going to do with my life? And ultimately what I landed on was like, I was like, I have to try stand-up. That's all I know. And I have no way of explaining it except like I felt like I didn't have a choice. I was like, I have to do this. Like, it almost hurt to not do it. Like I'd become so obsessed with stand-up comedy specifically. I'd watched so many sets and I'd listened to so many albums and I loved it so much. So that summer I wrote a bunch of jokes and I wrote a bunch of stand-up. And then when school started, a month in, I did like a show with like
at school
in this coffee shop. I was performing and I was so nervous, and my friends and I went to like this Chinese buffet in that town, which was like a really greasy like Chinese. And I remember sitting there and they were all like having a good time, and I was like, I envy them so much. They're having a good time and I'm like so nervous. I can't move. I remember that very specifically. But then I went up on stage and it went so well. It went like, I got on stage, I did like 30 or 35 minutes, which is
really
so much time. Yeah,
that's like a special. That's
I
like
know. We had no idea. We didn't know. We were like, oh yeah, this is how long sets are. Do a 35-minute set the first time you're ever on stage. But it went so well.
Do you remember your opening joke?
I think my opening joke was, I want to have a unit of measurement named after myself, because all the cool scientists have them, like Joules, Newton, Mr. Kilometer. That was one of the jokes. But I want something cool, like turn the torpedoes up to 5 Nanjianis. It's like 5 Nanjianis, that's way too much power. Most people can't handle 1 Nanjiani. I remember that. That was the opening joke. Yeah, they weren't good jokes. They were not good.